The name Liz Cambage isn't too unfamiliar for a basketball enthusiast. Liz Cambage, the female voice of the NBA? The NBA courts have witnessed her mediocre rise, fame, and bizarre behavior. The racial remarks she directed toward the Nigerian player were echoed in these courts. Wonder what those allegations are? Well, you're in the right place because today we're uncovering 10 things that you probably didn't know about Liz Cambage. So grab a seat and let's dive into the curious world of Liz Cambage, pillar of the WNBA. Number 1. Childhood and bullying. Cambage was born in London, UK on August 18, 1991 to a Nigerian father and an Australian mother. When she was 3 months old, her parents separated and she moved to Australia with her mother. She lived in Melbourne for 10 years and later moved to Mornington, Pennsylvania. She was the tallest girl among her classmates. At the age of 10, she was 1.83 meters or 6 feet tall, reaching 1.69 meters, 6 foot 5 inches by the time she was 14. She was a victim of body shaming in her childhood. She was constantly teased in her school by her classmates. She used to cry every day since no one was being friends with her because of her height. Number 2, started basketball career to achieve celebrity status. She started playing basketball as per her mother's suggestion when she was 10 as a way to make friends because her classmates bullied her for her height. As a tall girl, she never really had friends of her age. And guess what? It was the best advice from her mother to her. Basketball was a way for her to impress her classmates and make them friends with her. Since she picked up basketball, she was groomed to play big shot games in Australia. She was a stable spot on the Australian national team at the age of 17. Number 3, first woman to dunk in the Olympics. In the 2012 Olympics, the Australian women's basketball team was having an Olympic rivalry with the American team. They were hoping to finally wrest the gold away from the dominant US team at the Olympics, and the Aussie team was built around veteran superstar Lauren Jackson and relative newcomer 6'8" center Liz Cambage. In the first game against Russia, Liz Cambage, a newcomer to the Olympic Games, became the first woman to slam down and dunk in the Olympics. The moment came with a bit over 6 minutes remaining in the third period against the Russian team. Liz received the ball for tiny veteran Chrissy Harrower, and she simply strode up to the basket and put it down. And the rest was history. Number 4, she holds one of the best performances in WNBA history. Cambage already has at least one notable WNBA record on her point sheet. On July 17, 2018, in a game for the Dallas Wings against the New York Liberty, Liz Cambage smashed 53 points. She went 17-22 from the field on that day, including 4-5 from three-point range. Her scoring was part of a double-double performance with 10 rebounds. She also added 5 blocked shots in what will be marked as one of the greatest individual single-game performances in Women's Basketball National Association history. This strong woman would follow that up with a 35-point game against the Washington Mystics on July 20th, 2018, breaking Maya Moore's 2-game scoring record of 80 points. Cambage's scoring proficiency not only led the league in 2018, but led to her second WNBA All-Star appearance, between which there was a considerable time gap. Number 5, racial allegation. Cambage allegedly directed a racial allegation toward members of the Nigerian women's basketball team during the practice ahead of the 2021 Tokyo Olympics. The Nigerian women's national team members alleged that Cambage called them monkeys and told them to go back to your third world country during their practice session with the Australian team, which was not open to the public. A video showing Cambage elbowing a member of the Nigerian team in the head and slapping another player during the incident was out later, which strengthened the clash. The altercation eventually led to the Australian national team calling off the game before the end of the second quarter. Cambage apologized to the Nigerian national team the day after the incident hit the spot. Cambage eventually withdrew from the Tokyo Olympics, citing a need to take care of herself both physically and mentally for some time. Number 6, she withdrew from the Tokyo Olympics. Liz Cambage withdrew from the Tokyo Olympics due to mental health reasons in 2021. Cambage announced she would be backing off the team so that she could focus on her well-being and mental health. Her announcement came in the middle of her allegation against the Nigerian players. Anyone who knows me knows my biggest dream is winning a gold medal in the Olympics with the Australian team. Every player competing in the Olympic competition should be at their mental and physical peak, and at the moment to play the best out of them, Cambage said regarding the decision. She was regarded as key to Australia's hopes of winning the first Olympic basketball medal since the 2012 Games in London. That hope was shut down by her back. Number 7. Word fight with Curt Miller. Liz Cambage was body shamed by Curt Miller, the coach of Connecticut, during a game. Liz Cambage reacted to the incident by posting a video on Instagram, a social media platform. "If there's one thing about me, it's that I will never let a man disrespect me," Cambage said in the Instagram video. She mentioned the coach of Connecticut, but it was evident that the person she was referring to was Curt Miller. During the game, Curt Miller tried to appeal for the referees to call a foul by saying, "Come on, she's 300 pounds," in a reference to her. "I'm very proud of being a big beige. I will never let a man disrespect me," Liz Cambage bounced back in the video. Miller later apologized by saying, "I regret what I said in the heat of the game and want to sincerely apologize to Liz Cambage and the entire Las Vegas Aces organization. I understand the gravity of my statement and the impact of it. I've learned from this." Later, he was fined $10,000 and a 1-game suspension. Number 8. She stepped away from the WNBA in 2022. In 2022, Liz Cambage, on her Instagram handle, announced that she would step away from the WNBA for a certain period after leaving the Los Angeles Sparks team. "Playing for the Sparks was a dream come true period for me, and I'm honored to have shared the court with such amazing teammates for as long as we did. I'm sorry to have left abruptly, and I wish it had ended on a different note. I've decided to step down from the league, and I'm hoping that the WNBA will do their part in building safer environments and a stronger support system for their players." This was her post on Instagram. On July 26, 2022, she terminated her deal with the Los Angeles Sparks. Sparks management supported her decision to terminate the deal. After her departure, however, the team went 1-8 and was eliminated. Her departure was a send back to the Los Angeles Sparks team. It is to state our support that we share Liz Cambage's conclusion to terminate her contract with our organization, Eric Coleman, Sparks' managing partner, said in a statement. Number 9. Cambage joins Israel's B-Note Ashdod basketball team. On March 3, 2023, Liz Cambage signed a deal with Israeli State Cup holder Maccabi B-Note Ashdod. Maccabi B-Note Ashdod was a team in the Israeli Premier League with 17 wins from 19 games. The signing was around a year after she retired from the WNBA, 3 weeks after breaking the deal with the Sparks. Liz is the best and greatest player to ever come to a team in Israel, Ashdod's general manager Yuri Ben Simon told Xinhua. Number 10. Liz signed a $1 million contract with the Chinese team. She signed a 3-month contract worth $1 million to join Chinese team Sichuan in November 2023. She previously criticized the U.S. League for its low salaries. The contract is set to begin this year. The WNBA Supermax salary for 2024 is set at $241,984. China is a familiar territory for Cambage. She joined the Zhejiang Golden Bulls of the Chinese Basketball Association back in 2012, and she's also played for the Beijing Great Wall and Shanghai Swordfish. Her last stint in China was with the Shanxi Flame from 2018 to 2019. "I've always loved my time in China, and I'm really looking forward to getting out onto the court again," she said to an Australian media person. Liz Cambage, one of the best NBA players of all time. This is beyond a doubt. Her name will resonate in the WNBA courts for so long. Thanks a bunch for hanging out with me and knowing Liz Cambage with me. If you had a blast, show some love with that like button and hit subscribe for more related content. Until the next adventure, take care and catch you in the next one. Cheers.